How are you? How are you? I am your marketing book coach, Latanya Boyd here, where I help you rock your book on a global scale that would grow your business. That's right. And build relationships in the process. So I'm super excited that you are here. Hello, hello, hello for hashtag rock your book. I want to give a few minutes for people to go ahead and join me. I hope you had a great day. I know it is a little late, but I want to make sure that I come on. I had a few appointments this evening, so I thank you so much. Someone is in the room, so I thank you so much for joining me on today. Go ahead and share it out with your community who you think will benefit from this here broadcast with your marketing book coach, Latanya Boyd of hashtag Rock Your Book. You also know that I'm an empowerment coach as well. Will I deliver the Jumpstart Your Day word that's going to empower you to move and drive forward in this journey we call life right there on I Worship 96 FM radio Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Listen, drop by my website of latboyd.com. Visit me there. If you need a marketing book coach, I'm the woman for you. If you need a marketing coach, I'm the woman for you. So go ahead and drop by my website of latboyd.com. Share this out with your community. I greatly appreciate you. So welcome here. We're going to get into some of the meat and potatoes. I'm just giving some people a few minutes to join us on this evening. And so I'm really excited that you are here. I want to share this on my other pages. So just bear with me while I go ahead and do that. I'm going to be talking about our topic of discussion today is how soon should we begin to market or promote our book? Okay, so that's the topic for tonight. Let me go ahead and share it out to the rest of my community of hashtag rock your book, which would be awesome sauce. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and type in your name. If this is the first time you're here with us on hashtag rock your book, I would love to welcome you properly. So go ahead and type in your name in the feed in the comment line right there. That way I can give you a proper greeting and a shout out. How about that? So I want to make sure I acknowledge you that you are here in the room. So thank you so much for joining me. I want to thank all of those who joined me last night on Meet the Authors Network. That was awesome sauce. I had a wonderful time. Shout out to Minister Elaine for inviting me and sharing her platform with her. Yesterday we had an awesome time. I was able to share some great nuggets with her community of authors out there. I'm just promoting your connection. It says my connection is weak. I hope not. Okay, it went away. Awesome sauce. All right, so we're going to get into some meat and potatoes for tonight on how soon should you begin the process of rocking your book. You can begin the process at ASAP, matter of fact. But I tell my clients, 6 months out, you can begin to market your book. 6 months out, you can begin to rock your book. That's right. So what I talk to my clients and what we do is we devise a marketing plan, right? A strategic marketing plan on how we're going to do that. What things we need to be able to execute efficiently in our marketing plan, right? We talked about on previous scopes on having a marketing plan for your business, for you as an author, because you are the business. So we talk about how instrumental it is to have a plan. And then a plan of action. Once you write the vision, you make it plain, then we need a plan of action. What are we going to do to achieve some of those goals in our marketing plan? And so one of the things I do with my clients, hi, Lori, how are you today? Hey, Nisi's in the house, Tamika Hall of Tamika Inc., graphic designer, book coach, excellent. She's designed all of my award-winning book. So thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and share it out with your community. I'm calling all authors into the room of hashtag rock your book. Our topic for discussion is how soon should I begin the process to market or promote my book? Right? If you're new here, I want to welcome you. Hey, Nisi, thank you so much for joining me. I know it's a little late, but I wanted to make sure I come on. I had a few coaching sessions, so I want to make sure that I come on and say hello to my community of hashtag Rock Your Book and give you some nuggets and tools to put in your marketing tool belt. So you can rock your book on a global scale that will grow your business and build relationships in the process. Thank you so much, Tamika, for sharing that out. I greatly appreciate it. I see my Uncle Darren is in the house, so thank you so much. It's so good to see you. So thank you so much for joining me on tonight. I appreciate you. And so we're going to be getting into the meat and the potatoes tonight. Ooh, that's a good topic. You think so? Thank you, Nisi. She said that's a good topic. And so at the start of the broadcast, I talked about what is sufficient in doing that. In my previous broadcast, we talked about having a marketing plan. Thank you so much for the hearts, Tamika. I appreciate that. Thank you, Uncle Darren. He says, go ahead and preach. Well, thank you, Uncle Darren. I appreciate that. We talk about how we should write the vision, make it plain, that whoever readeth shall run with it. And so we know that we need to write a plan. We know that we need a marketing plan when we're doing this. Thank you so much for the hearts. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Well, you know, I love the hearts. I love the thumbs up. This encourages me to go ahead and feed you more. So I thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for sharing it out with your community. So here's the answer for that. We're building our marketing plan. We talked about that previously. We're writing the vision. So when we go back, we're going to be able to run with it, right? We're going to be able to execute the plan the way we have written it out. We want to be strategic when we begin the process of executing our plan. I want to give a shout out to Auntie Kay is in the house. Thank you so much for joining me. You look lovely at the pool earlier, so thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Cousin Kristen is in the house, so big shout out to her. And you know what? This is a good segue to say how we are being sponsored. Hashtag Rock Your Book. We're being sponsored by Miss Kristen Davis. Author Kristen Davis is in the house, and I want to show you what she has done with her book. It's an audio, and I hope you can see. It's called Ladybug Friend. Can you guys see that? That's her audio. Ladybug Friend. She is a children's author. She's written several books for children. So this is a great book. That's another next level coaching. I'm talking about doing audio books for your book, for your books. That's that next level coaching when you know what? Your books are on the shelf and you're saying, now what? What can I do now? Well, this is the next, do an audio for your book, right? So this is a great tool to do that. Thank you so much, Lori, for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Great topic. I need this. Oh, I'm so glad this is a great topic. So thank you so much. I want to thank our sponsor for today, part of our hashtag Rock Your Book community, none other than Kristen Davis. And this is her book, Ladybug Friend. Kristen, go ahead and type in your information, your website. Matter of fact, I'm super excited that she's in the room. Our previous broadcast, we talked about what do you do when you don't have a website, right? What can I do if I don't have the website? If you have a shoestring budget, what platforms can I use to do that, to build an online presence, which is important for us as an author and as an entrepreneur. Again, I'm telling you, as an author, we are entrepreneurs, so we have to do a mind shift in that because we are running a business. And so Kristen Davis has picked up, I often say this, are you picking up what I'm putting down? And so no sooner than the broadcast was over, she has inboxed me because she has set up her platform. She has a website, but at KristenJDavis.com. But I've given tools if you didn't have a home for your book, if you didn't have a home for you as an author, what platforms that you can use that are absolutely free. Hello, somebody, right? Hashtag free, right? And so I shared that particular platform of aboutme.com, and she did a phenomenal job on building her platform right there on aboutme.com with Kristen J. Davis right there. So she did super. So I talked about some things you would need in order to do that. I talked about having a professional headshot. We're talking about your brand image. All of this is your brand image. And so you want to look good because why? People eat with their eyes. And so when they land or do the virtual drive-by, you want to make sure that you look tight and right. Hello, somebody. So you want to make sure you look good when they do a drive-by. You want them to be invited to come on into the room and come on back. I'm going to try not to sing, but you know I love to sing because why? I am happy and I am free. So I'm trying not to. I must let the psalmist stick to that, Miss Tamika and Miss Kristen. I'm going to let you guys stick to that because God knew why he didn't give me that anointing, right? But I love to sing. Anyway, so you want to make sure that your brand image is tight and right. And so you're going to need your headshot, you're going to need a bio, and you're going to need some of your social media links. So if it's Facebook, if it's Twitter, wherever you people can find you, you want to use that information. You can also use where they can purchase your book. I've given on the other broadcast another site where you can do a landing page for your book. If you have the book cover, that's the inlay card of the book cover, as the flat part, the front part of the book. You can use that. You can use the ISBN number to build it, and that's on booklaunch.io. So this is just a recap. I love you very much and so proud of you and what you are doing. Oh, thank you, Auntie Kay. I love you too. I love you too. So you want to use booklaunch.io. And that's a great way to build online presence because it's so important as a business owner to have an online presence. How many of us know you go somewhere and you thank you so much, Tamika, for being our hashtag Rock Your Book scribe on tonight on this here broadcast. I greatly appreciate you. I'm going to pause. I'm going to go back because we are being sponsored for another company, but let me just finish this thought and then I'm going to go back about our other sponsor for tonight. You want to make sure that you have a home or a hub. I'm just going to say a virtual residence for your product, for your business. It's super important that you have that. Anytime we go to a meeting or a meet and greet or a conference, the first thing people say is, what's the website? Do you have a website? How can I find you? That's the first thing people say. So it's important that we have that. If you have a shoestring budget and you're trying to get the funds until you go further, as my mom would say, go further and do better, there are free sites that you can use. That way you have an online professional presence. Hello, somebody. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? We want to work in the spirit of excellence. So we want to have a site that's professional. That's why I say it's so important to have a professional headshot because your brand is important, right? Your brand is relevant. And so that's why we want a crisp, clean, clear headshot. We want a crisp, clean, clear book cover. And that's going to go ahead and talk about one of our sponsors, which is Tamika Inc. of Tamika Hall, who is a graphic designer. Yes, Tamika, if you go ahead and put your information in there, she's a graphic designer. She has done all of my international award-winning book covers. I have a few here that I can share with you. She's done all of my books, People Eat With Their Eyes, How to Effectively Create a Book Trailer. This book is excellent. Again, how soon should you be marketing your book? Well, you can do that 6 months out. 6 months out before the actual release of the book. You can do pre-orders. This will hold you accountable when you do your pre-orders up until street date. And this is a great tool, upside down. This is a great tool. People Eat With Their Eyes, How to Effectively Create a Book Trailer. I've been in this game for over 20 years of doing marketing with some of the top entertainment companies, and God has now allowed me to use my skills and my leadership and my everything that I know about marketing and promoting, and really promoting my clients and having them have a voice, giving them a voice as they turn the pages of their book, right? And so this again, People Eat With Your Eyes. So when you do your book trailer, this gives you the ins and outs on how to create that. If you need free stock photo, if you need to purchase stock photo, if you need to do voiceover, if you're just using typesetting in your trailer, this book will give you all of this information. Listen, I published this book, which Tamika Hall did the cover. We published this book when, Miss Tamika, I think 2014, we published this book. I want you to know this book is still a bestseller on Amazon this day. It's still a bestseller on Amazon.com, right? So I give you great platforms that you can use. They're free platforms on how you can do that in building your book trailer. Again, we're talking about answering the this question: how soon should we begin to market and promote our books? And the answer is 6 months. And I'm giving you some tools and ways to do that, to put in your marketing tool belt. LaShonda, I want to thank you so much for being in the room of hashtag rock your book. I appreciate you. This is another phenomenal sister who is helping the authors out there. I'm going to be on her platform, Publish Promote, right there. If you scroll down on my page, you'll be able to see that information. And when you do register, that's going to take place on July 8th through the 10th. I'm going to be on that particular platform, and so we're excited here at hashtag Rock Your Book and honored that LaShonda would invite us over to that platform to share with her community. So if you scroll down, you'll be able to see that information. I've been sharing it. I thank you so much for joining me on tonight. I'm going to see if we can pull up that information so I can give it to our listening audience on today. So it's Produce, Publish, and Promote Summit. It begins on July 8th through July 10th. Matter of fact, I'm going to copy that information. I'm going to put it right here in the feed. And when you register, please use the hashtag of Rock Your Book. This will let her know that you're from the community of hashtag Rock Your Book, and that's LaShonda Hoffman. So we appreciate her being here. So 6 months out is good time to go ahead and create buzz surrounding the release of your book. Thank you for the happy faces. Thank you for the hearts. I believe Robin Sample is in the room, so I thank you so much for joining me. Robin, are you in the room? Thank you so much for joining me. I want to make sure that I acknowledge you as well. All right, so one way to do that, to create buzz surrounding your book, is what? 6 months out is with a book trailer. Here's the key when doing that, right? If your book has a particular subject matter in it, you want to use that subject matter to create buzz. Listen, it's a teaser. Your book trailer is a teaser. It's just a teaser. The same at the premise of when you go to the movie theater, right? And so when we go to the movie theater, we see the trailer from before the actual feature film, right? It's the same premise for a book trailer. We just give them a little teaser where they'll be, their literary juices will salivate that they can't wait to turn the pages of your book. And so 6 months out, you could take a subject, build around the main character, use that character for your book trailer. That would be excellent to do. And I'm trying to post while I'm here, so I appreciate, thank you so much. There it is. I just posted that in there. So you guys can go ahead and register for this event on July 8th through the 10th, okay? And so, yes, we just want to give them some juices to salivate their literary juices for the upcoming release of your book. You're creating buzz, right, for your book. So you take a title. If it's the main character, use the main character and build around that. If it's a subject, I'll use unforgiveness. Take that and build around that in your book trailer, right? I touched upon different platforms to give your book a home, a residence. It needs a home. You as an author need a home. When people do a virtual drive-by, they want to be able to drop by. We talk about your brand image, right? Your brand matters. Your brand is relevant. And so people are eating with their eyes, so you want to make sure that you look good, you look fine, and people are going to have a great time when they drive by your page. And when they drive by and stop and come on in the room, hey, okay, I'm going to try to hold back from singing. So when they come on in the room, people want to feel an emotional connection to you. They want to feel an emotional connection to you in your writing. And so that's why you're sharing 6 months out, so people begin to know you as the writer, you as the author. Again, what type of books are you writing? You know, who's your target audience? Again, talk about that in our marketing plan. So we're strategic in our marketing when we're targeting our listening audience, right? And so another way to do that is use social media is a key way. Blessings to you too. Thank you so much for being here. My twin Kim is in the house. So thank you so much for being here, Sister Kim. I appreciate you. And so when we do that, people want to feel an emotional connection to us, right? So they want to feel in your writing, you're giving them a different style. Another platform we talked about in doing that and doing the promotion and marketing 6 months out is a blog. A blog page is great. We talked about this on previous broadcast. I use WordPress. There's WordPress. I find it is user friendly, and I enjoy using WordPress. We talked about Blogger is another platform. These are just two that I'm going to share. And Blogger is a great platform that you can use to begin to create buzz surrounding your book 6 months out. Now, be mindful when you're doing these here platforms that people will be able to subscribe. We're going to be talking about email list building. People begin to subscribe to your blog pages. This is so awesome. And so you're building that email list when they subscribe. So when the actual release of your book, you can send email campaign blasts to those who are subscribing to your email list. Is that not awesome sauce? Is that awesome sauce? Go ahead and type in one if you find that is awesome sauce to do that. Again, we're building and we're creating buzz surrounding the upcoming release of your book. Another way to begin the process of marketing and promoting your book is through reviews, book reviews. If you've given someone a galley copy of your book, and they're going to be doing a review. I did that for my children's book, Faith Learns the Power of Prayer. And so I've given people an advanced copy of the book for their reviews, and I use that review as a marketing tool. Hello, somebody. I use that as a marketing tool, right? I put it on my website. I shared it on social media. Listen, I had a 5-star review, although it wasn't on Amazon yet, but when it did receive that 5-star review, but I had someone read it. Cyrus Webb, if you know him, a top reviewer right there on Amazon.com, who given me an excellent review for my book, a 5-star review for my book. And so I use that as a marketing tool. Don't forget, when you begin the promotion and you begin to promote your book, and ask people to leave reviews. Once your book is released, you want to ask them to leave book reviews. Book reviews are gold. Hello, somebody. How many of us know if you're booking a flight, and I'll be traveling, when you book a flight or you want to go to a restaurant, we look at the reviews. If they got a 5-star review, if the hotel receive a 5-star review. And so sometimes we base those reviews on whether or not we're going to dine there, or whether or not we're going to stay overnight in that particular hotel, right? So it's the same premise. If they give you a 5-star, 4-star review, we can use that. Whether or not, this determines those who are going to be doing a virtual drive-by. I'm going to use Amazon.com. And so if they do a key in search and they just happen to go to your book, and they'll say, oh, look at all these reviews. Oh, 5-star, 4 stars. And they read those comments. This entices the reader to go ahead and purchase this book. Maybe if it's a subject, if it's a DIY, whatever the genre may be. Listen, those book reviews are golden. So when you do your promotion, seek out reviews. Seek out reviews of someone who's going to help you. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate you. I hope I've acknowledged everyone. Oh, Cheryl Henry's in the house. Thank you, my sister. Long time no see. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. So I hope I haven't forgotten anyone here on the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and share it out with your community. I'm calling all authors into the room because I want to equip you and give you some tools on how to really promote. Lori, I really appreciate you. Thumbs up. I believe this is your first time here. You rock. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. And so you want to get book reviews are gold. That's what I tell my clients. So if you've given it to, it doesn't matter if it's a family member. Listen, I don't care. Get the review, share it on your website. If it's in pre-status or pre-order on Amazon.com, they can leave a review there. If you can order, they can leave a review right there on Amazon.com. And you can promote that. That's what I do for my clients. This is a good time for pause to tell you what else I do as a marketing coach. Right now I'm in the process of doing that next level coaching. I'm helping my clients get to that next level. I help my clients to really use the book as a leverage to go to that next level, to position them as an expert in the field, right? I'm helping them with their speakers one sheet, right? I'm helping them on how to position themselves as an expert in the field. And so this is part of what I do at hashtag Rock Your Book. Log on to the website of latboyd.com if you need assistance in building your author's platform. I book interviews for my clients, whether it be radio, magazines. That way they're being featured. Again, I give them that voice so they can be heard out there. I started this. I used to have a book club called Fab Virtual Book Club out there. And the reason why I started the book club, because I felt as though Christian authors and authors really didn't have a voice where they could showcase their writing in their books. And so I created that Fab Virtual Book Club out there. And you know what? It just took off. The platform took off. I was on the radio, had my own radio show, award-winning international radio show where AT&T picked me up on there from two of my interviews. I did so many celebrities. I can't even remember, but they picked me up. AT&T 28 Days for Black History Month picked me up because of the broadcast that I would bring forth to giving these authors a voice, right? And so not only that, I was nominated for Women's Magazine for being a first time or a beginning small business female entrepreneur. So I've been doing this for quite some time. And so I'm taking my expertise and some of my skills and leadership out there to help my clients to go and do great things out there. I'm telling you, this is next level coaching that I am assisting my clients in doing. I am very passionate about what I do. I'm excited that God has placed me in this position where I can help you rock your book, your business on a global scale, and to really build relationships. That's what it's all about in this business. And as an author and as an entrepreneur, is building relationships. This is something I coach my clients. You never know what will happen, what door of opportunity will happen, right? I tell my clients, we don't want to get ready. We want to be ready. We want to be in position when the door of opportunity, when you knock, 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 I want to be able to step in and be ready. And so that's what this next level coaching is all about, and being ready for opportunity. You see, I'm going to be talking about some tools and techniques about doing Facebook Live or live streaming, not just Facebook, but on Periscope, on Blab, on the power of live streaming that can, this is going to be a double thing, that can possibly lead to leads. Can I say that? That can possibly lead to leads, right? And that can turn into conversions, right? Turn into clients. And so these live stream platforms has been phenomenal for me, being invited on different platforms. I told you Miss LaShonda has invited me to be on her platform. I'm doing other interviews and sharing other people's platforms and bringing forth what I know. And again, we're talking about those leads leading to another lead, leading to conversions. And so that's that next level coaching. And so that's what I do. Thank you so much for the happy faces from my dear sister, Tamika Hall of Tamika Inc. We work very closely together, Miss Tamika Hall. So listen, if you have a book cover or you don't have a book cover and you need a book cover, right? If you're still in the writing process and you have a vision for your book cover, reach out to Miss Tamika Hall of Tamika Inc. She can help you to rock your book cover. Again, people eat with their eyes, and it's imperative that you have a book cover that people will gravitate on the shelves. Hello, somebody. That your book cover will pop out, and people look at the cover before they really read the title. I said something right there. Because the colors pop out for someone, right? The colors may pop out and resonate, and that's the first thing that people see when they go to the bookstore, like, ooh, that cover, and they'll walk over to that cover, and then they begin to read your title of your book, right? I also want to take a shout out to some of our clients who became international bestsellers overnight. Miss Deborah Sanford, hey, can you see this? All Things Well. This too is a book cover done by Miss Tamika Hall. She's helped her with the interior from soup to nuts, from start to finish. This became an international best-selling book overnight. It's been a bestseller for the past week. This book has been a bestseller for the past week. I also want to give a big shout out to our other hashtag Rock Your Book client, Diaries of an Elect Woman, none other than Anika Stewart. 2 is rocking her book on a different level, where she's getting speaking engagements. Hello, somebody. My other client who's in the room, Robin Sample. Are you still in the room, honey? Type in your information right there. Whose book is oh my gosh, within 24 hours became a bestseller as well. Her book too, and has landed, I'm telling you, overnight. She has like 7 speaking engagements overnight. And so I'm helping her in that regard, how to do that, what to do, what to expect. I teach my clients on the back end of the business, your return on your investment, how to build your platform right there on Amazon.com. How do I do that? How do I be strategic in marketing from on Amazon.com? You know, you can build your platform from Author Central. You can. You can have your own page right there, your own personalized URL that Amazon allows you to do right there on Amazon Author Central. So you can use that as well. Oh my goodness, and use that link to promote. So people, when they stop on your Author Central page, they'll see the other products that you offer, the other writing, other books that you offer right there on that particular page. You can do a book discussion right there on that page. I did it for my children's book. We talked about the power of faith. We talked about how to train up a child, because my book is a children's book, and it talks about the foundation of laying the foundation of faith. We talked about how to build on that, how to feed our children, how to teach them the basis on having that relationship with God, their personal relationship with God. And so we had that book discussion on that particular platform of Amazon Author Central, which is an awesome tool to that. And so here's why I'm telling you, your brand image is super important. I can't stress that enough, on how there's power in your brand image, because all of these platforms I shared with you tonight, you need a professional headshot. You need a professional headshot for the back of your book. Hello, somebody. Okay, great. All right, are you guys, type in 1 if you can still hear me, because it says something about my connection. Not unless I need to charge. Maybe I need to charge it. I'm not sure. I should have some. Yeah, I should have some. So make sure. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Type in the number 1 for me, please. Oh, awesome. There's Robin. Robin's in the house. Robin, go ahead and type in your information for your book. Let the listening audience know how super excited and proud I am of you. This woman rolled up her sleeve and said, I'm here to work. I'm here to do. And that's what it's all about. You will have to work it. We have to work this business. It's constant. I'm going to share the 3 C's with you guys when it comes to the power of being on social media. There are 3 C's, and we have to be consistent. That's the first C. We have to be consistent on social media. That means we can't post today and don't post for another month. We can't do that. Again, we're building a business. We're building relationships. And we have to be consistent on our platform. So that's the first C. We have to be committed. Hello, somebody. We have to be committed. You know, as a self-published author, there's some commitment. When I Stop Being Angry with God, that's the name of Robin Sample's book. It's available right there on Amazon as well. She too has used, Robin, go ahead and type in your information for book launch. Type that in, that link, so people can visit that link and see how you build your platform using your headshot, your book cover, snaps of your book, your bio, and your social media links. Go ahead and type that in for me, Robin. I appreciate you. And so we have to be consistent. We have to be committed, right? When we're, especially self-published authors, we have to be in it to win it. We got to be in the game to win it. And so we have to be committed in the process. Then we have to add valuable content. That's so important on social media. We're adding valuable content. Adding valuable content. Here's what I quote to my clients. Know what your community wants. Know what your community wants. What are they hungry for? What are they thirsty for? That way you can feed them according to their thirst. Hello, somebody. You feed them what they want, right? So get to know what it is that your community is thirsty for. Add valuable content. That's right, Tamika. We're going to add valuable content. We're going to be committed in the process. Do not despise small beginnings. God will take little and make it much. He will take little and make it much. He will grow your platform if you're being committed to him, right? And committed to the process. Know what your community wants and feed them what they want. Exactly. Feed them the meat and potatoes. That's what I'm here to feed you, the meat and potatoes to put in your marketing tool belt so you can really hashtag rock your book. You can build your brand awareness, your brand knowledge, and your brand image, right? The 3 B's. We want you to be able to do that so you can go to that next level in your business, so you can grow your business and build relationships. Now, I talked about those 3 C's on being on social media. You also want to be engaging on social media, right? So what that means is, I'm going to use me as an example. Thank you, Robin, for putting your information in there, guys. Her information is in the thread where you can go ahead and visit her home for her book. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's support each other in the process. Let's support each other in the process, right? That's what it's all about, supporting and building relationships. You never know where your next opportunity may be. And so I'm telling you to be engaging on social media. So what that means is, and people ask me, how did you build your platform? I'm going to share this here thing. Not too long ago, my platform was hacked into. And so I wasn't able to get back on. I had to rebuild my platform. And I know Tamika has talked about this. I had to build my platform. I was a little upset. I was a little upset because I had clients. I had a strong following, and I worked hard to build my platform. I talked to you guys about building your platform is with each stroke, like you're painting a Picasso. It's with each stroke. It's daily that I was painting my platform and building my platform and my brand, bringing brand awareness out there. And so my platform was hacked. So I had to start all over. But you know what? There was a blessing in that. There was a true blessing in me starting because it's greater and it's bigger and it's on that next level. And so I had to do that. I had to let the word out there, hey, I'm over here, guys. Come on in the room. Come on back. Befriend me here on social media. So I appreciate that. And not only that, what I did was I made a few tweaks in my brand. And so I talked about earlier how to keep your brand relevant and keep it fresh and keep it fun. Right? Did you guys get that? I'll repeat it. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You want to keep your brand fresh, keep it relevant, and make it fun. Right? And so that was one of the blessings that I walked away in building my brand. What happens is sometimes we become complacent. And this is the word of God right here. Sometimes we become very complacent where we are. Why? Because we get so comfortable. We're comfortable where we are, right? I'm going to say right here, I published this first book. I'm going to stay right here. God is trying to elevate us, trying to move us outside the box and push us to move and drive forward. And so I say that process was a blessing. It was a lesson to be learned in that process on building my brand on a greater level. I changed the brand image. I changed the brand colors, which are very important out there. I share my testimony of me being behind the scenes, and God has pushed me, literally pushed me in front. I'm usually behind the camera helping my clients. When I was working with some of the top Indy 500 companies, I was behind the scene on the marketing team, behind the scene, getting certificates and awards, but it was always on the back end. And now God is using me to be in the front, in the forefront. Look at God. Look how God worked to move me in the forefront. But that was a process. He couldn't do that until there was a work within me. And I share my testimony all the time with people because there's power in the tongue. It's either we lift you up or we're going to tear you down. And there's power in our testimony. And so no longer, and I want to encourage all of you, if there's an author in the room and you're on the broadcast because you've been thinking about writing, you don't know, you know what, the number one thing that blocks us that I've come up against is fear. Fear is the number one thing that blocks us, right? But God did not give us the spirit of fear. He gave us the spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. And so the antidote for fear is faith. That's right. Someone type that in there. The antidote for fear is faith. Because fear will make you miss your blessing. It will block your blessing because we're blessed to be a blessing. So I'm here to encourage all of you that are here in this room, on this broadcast, that you know what? You can do this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You're looking at a girl who had low self-esteem, wasn't too confident. They called me at my job to run a team of 40, and the first thing that came to my mind was, girl, you know you can't do. What you talking about with this? You know you can't handle that. You can barely handle the 60 people you got right now. How you going to manage 40 people? And so we self-sabotage ourselves. That's what we do. We self-sabotage ourselves to move and drive forward, right? He tells us to go into all the world to preach the good news. And that's why we have the power of the pen, to share our stories, to share our testimony. Yes, faith is the antidote to fear. Feed your faith and starve your doubt. That's it, Sister Kim. That's it. Amen, Sister Lori says. Yes. And so I had to come from behind the curtain, hello somebody, to the front, okay? And so what did that mean? That God had to do an internal work. It's an inside job. I tell you, I'm an empowerment coach, right? And so I do empowerment coaching on change that stinking thinking. Change that stinking thinking. Girl, what's that smell? What is that? There's something. What's that smell? That stinking thinking. I was self-sabotaging myself saying, you can't do it. But God said, I can. I was called. I have the gifts and the tools to do that. So when they asked me, I had to go home and pray about it, fast about it, think about it. I think about it, I talked about it. Joyce Meyer says that. I think about it, I talk about it, I think about it, I talk about it, I think about it. Well, I went in the next day and I told him, okay, because God said, I can do all things through Christ. And that was my scripture. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And if it don't go well, it don't go well. But you know what? He asked Peter to step out the boat. If you don't step out the boat, if you don't put that ink to paper and begin to write that first word, it's not going to happen. So I ran that team of 40, was the top marketeer in the company. Awards, certifications, the whole kit and caboodle. Do not despise small beginnings. Do not despise small beginnings. God just wants us to be willing and obedient. If we are willing and obedient, we shall eat the good of the land. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? No longer will you be sitting at the dock of the bay watching the tides roll away. No longer will you be sitting on these broadcasts talking about if I coulda, woulda, shoulda. You searching the web and you see, oh, so-and-so is a bestseller. Oh, so-and-so wrote a book. The angels are asking you right now, do you want to be an author? Do you want to put pen to paper? What is stopping you? Hello, somebody. I'm going to tell you something. My first book, this is my first book. Y'all see anything on this book? It's called Spiritual Food for Thought, 31 Inspirational Quotes to Jumpstart Your Day. This is my first book. I had the nerve, thank you so much, Miss Tamika. I had the nerve to put my face on the first book. Yeah, that's me. I put my face on there. And so the world, you're talking to a girl who low self-esteem, looking for love in all the wrong places, not sure on who she is. Yeah. Or whose she is. She puts her face on the cover. Now everybody can see me. Hello. God got a sense of humor, don't he? God funny. Yeah, God funny. He a comedian. Right. And so here's my face. And so that was a marketing strategy on doing that. Putting my face on the cover. And so that has helped me to come out from behind the clouds, from behind the curtain. And so now I am pushed to front and center. Why? Because I'm equipped to do this. I'm equipped to give you some spiritual food for thought that's going to help you and empower you to move and drive forward in this journey we call life. Miss Tamika says, hello, she's laughing. Wow, I didn't realize you were dealing with that back then. Yes, I was dealing with low self-esteem. Yes. I was absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Yes. You know, now you can see me you see me doing selfies all the time because I know who I am. I know I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes. You can't tell me I'm not beautiful. Not in a conceited way, in a confident way. Hello, somebody. I can hold my head up and say, yes, I am who I am because God made me. He approved me. Oh my goodness, I didn't come on here to preach, but I just want to give you an encouraging word. It can be done. I remember saying, Tamika says, I remember saying, when you do, you plan on publishing your book, Auntie. She's, wait a minute. I remember saying, when do you plan on publishing your book, Auntie? Yes, because she helped me publish this book. This is my first book. And I will put these inspirational quotes out there daily. Here's another thing. Okay. So when I first was on Facebook, and I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I know it's late, but I'm going to share this little part. When I first was on Facebook, I was really reluctant. Sister Moore, you can testify that I was really reluctant on being on social media because it had such a negative connotation, and I didn't want to put my face out there, and I didn't. I used some other images out there. Hello, somebody. I used the word faith. Yeah, and I used my little billboard, had something else out there, which is fine for people. But then God began to minister to me. Ooh, I did a broadcast on this too. God is so good. Come from behind the mask. That's another sermon right there. I could preach on that right there. Come from behind the mask. I have to digress. There's so much of work. You can take an onion, peel it back, uproot it, and then put it back together. Humpty Dumpty. And put you back together. When I tell you, Meshach, Abednego, hello, somebody. You in the fire, but you don't look nothing like it. You don't even smell like smoke. God can do it. God can do it. Again, if we're just willing and obedient, we shall eat the good of the land. And so God is talking to you right now that you need to put pen to paper. I called you to put this story together. Someone is waiting for your story. Someone is waiting for your testimony. Someone's waiting to read that. We're blessed to be a blessing. And that's why with our walk with God, there's that testimony that we can share. There's that anointing that we can share that will destroy every yoke. Oh my goodness. And lift every burden. Anything that's, hard. There's nothing too hard for God to do. Nothing too hard for God to do. Auntie Kay says, I tried to watch you till you were done, but sleep is coming over me. And I have to get up in the morning at 3 a.m. So I understand, Auntie. You can catch the replay. You catch the rebroadcast of it. It's fine. Oh, she has to go at 3 a.m. Okay, I love you. I love you too. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back doing another broadcast. And so I thank you so much. Love you too. Auntie, thank you for joining me. And so God is just waiting for us to go ahead and do what he has called us to do. Thank you, Miss Lori, for the thumbs up. I super appreciate you. Love you too. God bless you. And so I'm not going to keep you guys long. I know it is late. And so I thank you so much for allowing me into your space to share some tools and some nugget and some inspiration so you can rock your book on a global scale that will grow your business and build relationships in the process. Don't forget to log on to the website of latboyd.com. I won't be mad if you need to share this out on your page, on your wall, tweet it out. Listen, download it, upload it to YouTube. I won't be mad. I will not be mad. So my mission is to empower and equip you. Okay, so I'm your marketing book coach. I'm also that empowerment coach of Latanya Boyd. Listen, you can tune in to Jumpstart Your Day on I Worship 96 FM radio at 10 a.m. There, I'm going to be delivering an empowering word that's going to make a difference in each and every one of your lives. God bless you. Thank you, Sister Kim. Thank you, Tamika. And thank you all. Thank you to our sponsors on tonight. Kristen, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Robin, thank you so much. Uncle Darren was in the room, so thank you so much. Sister Laura was in the room, so thank you so much, guys. Love you. God bless you. Until next time, I want to see you rock your book as your marketing book coach. God bless you. Thank you.